I was just given a video about what was happening in Libya, and it was so worth it that I thought I'd post a video and share a link. And there also is another link of this other guy that seems to be very, very religious and believes in Bibles. And surprisingly, he's made a really, really good video that I would agree with. He seems to be seeing the same pictures as I am, and he seems to be still religious and believes in Bible. So there's hope. um, but getting back to these protests, it's um, like, how bad does it have to be before you stand up for your rights? Do you have to suffer for 40 years before you pull together for change? If that's the case, if this is the only way we get change, then Canada and the States is got to suffer an awful lot. And I think the subconscious mind for those that are suffering are saying, can't wait till that system crashes. I can't wait till the whole system falls apart. I mean, if you're the one that's suffering because the system ensures that people suffer, what do you think is going on in your mind? I mean, do you really, really want to support a system that you know is so friggin' corrupt? I know I don't. I see how horrible our Canadian system is. It appears extremely corrupt, but I don't even think it's so much corruption as people are just psychotic. I mean, they're mentally ill, think that they're right, their egos and their bank accounts are all telling them that they're geniuses, and they think they're doing the right thing. Meanwhile, they're doing nothing but destroying their own friggin' country. So I do sit here and wait and wait and wait to see that Canada suffers enough so that we would say what is fair for one is fair for everybody. If we I am so sick to death of everybody in Canada, well, the ones in Canada that says that we want to end poverty. You kind of talk with any of these people, since I live in poverty, and see what their plan is. They got zero plan. They're just all talk. They have zero interest in actually making any changes. They got no plan. They got no common sense. They are the problem. So I ain't seeing anybody in Canada that has any interest in getting rid of poverty. Canada still very, very much wants to create poverty. So we got some crashing to do, or wake up and make some changes. Do we need to suffer for 30 years? Because generally what happens is when losers always win. Really wild concept to comprehend, but if you are the loser, then what you're going to do is constantly get stronger. The winner has such an ego and thinks I know how to do it all, and then starts to get lazy and starts to just assume that nobody can beat them. So the one that has lost is, he's got motivation to constantly improve, constantly beat the bad guy at whatever game is being played. So one day when you're not expecting it, the loser is going to become stronger than the winner and then dominates. So the one that's loser always has the motivation to be the winner. The winner doesn't have motivation to constantly keep on task at winning. They have no motivation. They're enjoying their stuff. So what also tends to happen is, in order for you to be that winner, you turn into your enemy. Whatever your enemy was strong at, the only way to beat your enemy is to be exactly like your enemy, but stronger. So you increase the evilness, and you won't even see that coming. So a lot of these countries that are protesting and wanting change, not really sure if they're going to repeat the same patterns, and do they honestly know what change looks like, or just the fact that they want change. I haven't really seen too many people that say, hey, we want definite change. Pretty sure somebody's going to be suffering in whatever changes that are going to happen. because it's, they're heavily trying to get in a democracy, and a democracy only means that 50% are always being looked after, while 49% are always suffering. It's the same game. So I don't know if it's going to repeat, or if this is going to be the big wake-up call that we all need to get. But the more these elites, the more these judges, the more these politicians kind of think that they're the ones winning because they have all of the money, you lose all of the power as soon as all of the money is in your hands, because it loses its value. You need to claim bankruptcy. You need to start a fair system. Everybody needs to get an equal share, or else it's pointless. You know, gold and silver, yeah. Who's trying to promote that? Banks. Who should you believe? Banks. You know, marketing people. Yeah, that's who I would believe today. Gold and silver is just another way to transfer, the wealthy that are wealthy now are going to be wealthy in that new system. And it's like, okay, so that's no answer. The only answer, the only solution that's fair, that would end poverty, is to claim bankruptcy. The whole friggin' planet has to claim bankruptcy, and everybody needs to get an equal share. If that ain't happening, you know for a fact that we haven't made any changes whatsoever. Then we need to know how to value money, because there will always be somebody that needs money to feel like they're better than everybody else. So they're going to need to try and take your money away. So, and there's a lot of people that say that they have no value. So they'll buy stuff to get value, but they're busy buying their stuff, and eventually will have no money. So then you will be the next poverty, just because your mind isn't right in how we value money. And we'll start the whole friggin' game all over again, because it is how we value money that, some guy is going to make products for you to buy, and he's going to just sit there and work and get all of your money and let his bank account grow. And then they'll be the new elites, and they'll be the ones that are controlling the system and making suggestions and owning media and marketing in every possible way, because he needs to feel valued by the high bank account. And, the other side is, if you need to be buying stuff to get your personal value, then eventually you're going to be living in poverty, because you're spending your money on stuff that you don't really need. So it is twofold, claim bankruptcy, everybody get an equal share, and then we need to change how we value money. And anything short of that ain't any kind of change. So go check out this protest, and let's pray that that comes to a country near you. Otherwise, trust without a doubt, evil needs to make you hurt a little more until you start protesting. And then after the protest, evil's going to hurt you even a little more until you recognize what a solution really is. Could be wrong, but I doubt it. Peace out.